Hello, hello. Welcome again to Ace Attorney. We are in trial and tribulations, and we are here in this yee ass trial where we play as Mia. First, want to tell you, if you notice anything different, is normal. Is because I had to make change. Hope nothing bad happens. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you're riding a globe of complete sincerity. Oh yeah, sure, whatever. It's kind of nice because on the S is kind of a small screen, so you don't need this. Yeah, I noticed the details in the eyes. It's kind of interesting. Can't believe he actually said that. Oh, now the witness, cool. Could you please say your full name? No worries, really, there's no need to be nervous. I guess I am. When I say anything rude, you can just be sure I cut them right down to size. I will bash them with my gavel. Love how they look straight at me when they say that. Eugenia. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are also nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Sir, is there something I can help you with? Just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistakes. Fanny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes. I can see why you say that. Oh no, we're gonna get... She's going to be a tough witness, alright? Only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Well, isn't that right? Isn't that what you want? Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I've been planning to go back to Fanny Place after class was over. Sounds so bad, Fanny. Fanny and Doggy, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly Doggy got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Fanny noticed I was there. I went to go and found some other students that they called the authorities. Wait, what? Didn't Phoenix call the authorities? I don't know what to say according to you, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I will never... That's more than enough with this. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, I don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Paper-thin lies? The hair can change a bit. Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we meet before, once. I wouldn't say acquainted is the right word. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madame Fey. Madame? I'm not grandma yet, a girlie. Oh, this wine was so loud. Anyway, it's recording. It appears it is. Shit. Well, never mind. Anyway, so the audio is completely off for me. I'm not sure about you, but anyway, let's get through it. I'm playing without audio. That's fantastic. I've been planning to go back to Fanny's place after class was over. Fanny and Doggy were talking behind the building, and suddenly Doggy got wobbling collapsed. So I wanted to. What do I wanted to do? Okay, that's ridiculous. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Do you think? Wow. Yes. In other words, the defendants never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Fanny never did a thing to Doggy. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Show a contradiction. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I will never. What? Are you crying? That's the fakest cry I've ever seen. It's a crocodile cry. I was like crocodile tears, how they call it. Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. Badger? Okay. Oh. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. You're doing me dirty like that. Oh, does the audio turn off? No, doesn't appear so. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. It's kind of laggy. The defendant's palm print was found in Miss Swallow leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try cover for the defendant. It will be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. The whole truth? There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. I don't believe so. Agreed is the moment he pushed Doggy. A super obvious lie. She just pretended to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's good to be way to go, Mia. Okay, then that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. The flip. That's nice, but I found that's just a little bit odd. I've heard the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to that fact, that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear that noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed that as though Toll wasn't ready for his fun to come into hand yet. What? So the sky continues to flash and rumble. What method is that? Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. Thunder? So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Yana, as you can see, there weren't any contradiction in her testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change the whole case. What? There was lightning? Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice she said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? No, no, it's not time for the science lesson, Miss Faye. Yeah, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of that was electrocution, isn't that possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh, isn't really low? I must admit that thought had not occurred to me. Just that kind of thought to occur to this guy anyway. His entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Dog Swallow was murdered, but the very premise itself is a mistake. The defense believes that Mrs. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. Okay, there was a Pikachu in the sky, flying. It appears the defense may be on to something. Would it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. We're taking that. Okay. Heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. Well, I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution had done this research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strike on the day of that location. What? What's more? You have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Miss Payne? Mr. Payne? What is this evidence? This affidavit. Affidavit? Who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the code to the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you are saying that equipment lost power because of... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power they occurred at approximately 3 p.m. which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. Okay, that works. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cable had become so brittle that even the smallest bump will cause them to break. Okay. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Okay, well then, let's hear it. Well, what was it that caused the cable to break? Him? Really? Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m, correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shoves that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mrs. Swallow to get electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was the impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then they couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my car must have electrocuted the victim. I actually don't know what's going on. I don't have audio. Order in the court. The lamentation of my enemy. How long to hear them? It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to have any way to the defendant could have... Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney explanation, she says something that are a little different than I remember them. Huh? Oh. What the? What the? Please just once more. May I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge? Of course, you're right. Just go right and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. I'm gonna fucking bury this bitch up. The truth is, Fanny pushed him twice. Why do you change your testimony like this? The first time was into electrical. That's when the cable broke. Then Doggy tried his best to run away from him, but Fanny got up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Doggy being electrocuted is all occurring in less than a minute. So after being shoved, he changed so drastically the testimony. The victim got up and tried to run away. You know that it wouldn't make sense in an actual court. Everything you'll say will not be actually being trustworthy, I guess, because you are already lying like a fuck ton. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Fanny, but I just have to tell the truth. And I'm doing the right thing. Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it might seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Miss Houghton, previously in your statement you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doggy. I know. I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Fanny, so that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge, yes? Would you please forgive me a little old me? Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury. Oh, come on now. It was just a little old white lie. We forgot this time, but please be more careful from now on, right? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Just better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Yeah. Beware, Your Honor. Achievement unlocked. Students.
Objection!
As an eyewitness, I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm afraid I do. You will, in a minute, could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that's medicine. That's one Fanny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It's the precise time that the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is, what time was it when the lab suffered a power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to standard testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55. Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this time-minute interval? The defense proposed that it was during this interval that the real murder killed Mr. Dawes Waller. No. Dog. Nog? Do? Or dog? I don't know. This is nonsense, the real murderer? Even you can deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then, who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Yes, it's that little bitch. Was there a window of the opportunity for the real killer? Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? Yes, I am. It's finally time. It's the moment I've been waiting for. I'm gonna bury this bitch. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you'll be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's see who's the real killer. There's only one bitch in this room. It could only have been Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Mr. Houghton? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order! Miss Faye! What I mean... Miss Houghton, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day, however. After Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madame Fay? I didn't do anything. Miss Fay, this is a very serious... Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. You, what is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the... Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Balif, grab that man. Achoo! Achoo! Leave my Dolly alone! Sick, that boy. He's got himself in the way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grusberg, you're back. Seem I have arrived just in time, in the nick of time, isn't? I found a police report that is in your newspaper clipping. Police report? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. It tells how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh, more secrets. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Oh, don't worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. Sniffle? Sniffle? That is, go right ahead. Madame Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy? Yes, I am. Not only I am saying you murdered those mother, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Weep. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Fanny. The notion that I will try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for a poor little me to bear. Oh, I believe that girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive will be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report, it must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then the same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defense requested further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendants, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she in fact had a very good reason. Very well then, the court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind stay on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. You have to leave in this moment, bitch. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Mia is coming for you, and it's not for what you think she's coming for you. I first met my darling Fanny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse in the basement reading room. The moment of our eyes meet, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. They're so lovely, woovy. Woovy? Woovy? We literally make people sick, it's just jealousy, I think. That's right, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. And now the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Go and get her. Stab her. Stab this little bitch. You understand why my eager to hatred towards her is wrong. Anyway, the courthouse reading room, that's a strange place to meet the love of your life, I guess. That's not true, Madame Fay. After all, Fanny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. An art student? How? He was an art student that became a lawyer. How many students are like that? I need to know. I need to know a percentage. How many people decide to study art and then suddenly become lawyers? You know, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. That makes sense. How inept he is in the defense case, I guess. What was a literature? What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? The line of question is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Yes, it's not about this murder case. Oh, never mind. Better tread carefully. Keep pressing. God damn it. Press the right button. My bad. I'm sorry. Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? Will you please, Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had to come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Well, I agree that this is not the reason you were there. The reason was here. Miss Houghton, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Yeah, you actually come here for a much more important reason. Oh. What is the meaning of the cocky smile of your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweet pie of everyone's eyes, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Okay, it's getting troubled. Order! This is unbelievable! It's true that the loveliest rose can hide the cruelest. What? Torn? Miss Fay, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness like that. What? I believe I was speaking. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I just go to the stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and in my buttocks. Okay. I can hardly tell which one is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. I guess they're equally inflamed. I'm going to see a doctor. Grossberg. I meet a lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. So that's what happened 18 months ago. However, as you heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeves today, and I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Aha, Mia, you are glowing with true lawyer's aura, my dear. Your proud posture and self-confidence absolutely smashing. Thank you. So you probably know there's 4 pharmacology students in the university. That is. So basically, the reason why Doggy was warning about Wright, it was literally about this accident. This is like, oh, be careful, she's not what you think she is. It's basically because Doggy produced some stuff for her, so poison. But he didn't know she was gonna use it. So crime. You wouldn't know to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. You mean the victim dog Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mrs. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy's University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained a highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seemed you had access to such poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffin when he was not looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. Could it be? There's nothing but baseless. May I say something, Madam Faith? What is it, Miss Harthorn? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 tablespoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need a kind of a container. Oh yes, that's true. I was searching immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courtyard was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily got rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you are saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show me some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good. Provide some evidence. I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come with some evidence, we are going to lose this lead. The police conduct a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse, and yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. If you are going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container? There it is. I'm not even gonna, like, come on, it was quite obvious. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So the defender was this witness accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's... that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The date that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poison incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that will give her away. What? Are you saying that there is a deadly poison here? No, there is no longer any poison in that bottle. However, you might certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they could find trace of amount. No. Trust me, she's one of the most hated characters, I think, in the game. Oh, the order in the court. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hall want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your fucking eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Was not... Because the funny thing is, he even said so. So, like, at the beginning of the trial, he said something like, oh, she's so shy. Oh, she even asked me to give her back the bottle, the present. And I was like, well, there's a reason she asked for it. Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing that she's after is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Right there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, there it is. But she's so shy, every time it's here she always say the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Every day? What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is a refutable evidence of her crime. So for 8 months, she basically constantly asked the necklace back. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. You never gave it back to her. And to make it thing worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Whoa. So, I'm gonna give you a spoiler because I'm kinda bummed. Mia, are you alright? The defendant is getting away. Balif, hurry! After him! Wait, what the fuck happened? Did he push her? Mia! Are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the badly cocked him. Caught him? Caught him. So he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Arthur present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blades are we supposed to do now? So, yeah. I want to punch him now. So the main things that... what was that? Oh yeah. She was... Houghton, she was actually trying to kill Phoenix. This was the thing. It was like, be careful. So, Phoenix was like, pretty dead. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give me back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. What is he doing now? Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does the stomach hurt? That bottle you swallow may have some poison left in it. Why, Payne? Why are you laughing? Seems the defender has proven the prosecution case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defender is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney of overactive imagination. So you will see. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. Well, 8 months have passed. There, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's a hard moment to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I will trust the witness Miss Houghton with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. So... yeah, anyway, well, that's gonna be fun. Then I'm not gonna spoil it for you then. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? Which may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicious writing Miss Houghton has been cleared up, I would like to proceed. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe in me. I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met those dogs, Wallace. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. Oh, okay, it's the whole thing. I tell you for your sake, if you continue to see her, I'm going to be bad news. Yes. Why? Because she's trying to kill you. This is why. The reason they broke up, because he knew that she'd done something, or she took something. Last night someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? Yeah, and he... Yeah, you know what I mean? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Push. Ugh. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing after pushing him that day. I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is defendant is... Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too. If you put that together, Mr. Wright testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dolly Houghton stole some poison the night before that she killed those Pullen. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing was to kill someone. Miss Faye? Yeah, that someone is you piece of punk. If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask this. Mia, this is your last chance, think carefully. There's something that she desperately wants to get back to her for. Exactly who was Miss Halvern planning to kill? Phoenix. There was one person that is standing out squarely in Miss Dahlia Houghton's way, and the person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? Was that hard to believe? That's preposterous. After all, it was Dark Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can it be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright, he must be killing him. Hang in there, I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. Killing him? I hope he dies for it. As I say before, the only thing Miss Houghton truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace, that's all she cared about. But even so, why will she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Houghton could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. He could have just stole it some way, but did he never actually took it off? No, it can't be. Oh, it was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time. I wouldn't believe that he will wear this forever. It's really for 8 months straight, you know. Assuming that she was like a fake girlfriend, she could like go there in his room when he was taking a shower or something, just steal it and throw it in the fucking bin. I don't know, do something. Poison? It's like it was easier to go to a pharmacy. It was easier for her to go to a university where she well known, steal some poison, which is very hard to steal poison from a university, especially lab. I don't think it's that easy. Like there's too much. I don't know, camera? I don't know. There's too much control. That wouldn't be that easy. She's not even a student in pharmacology. She's a literature student. So I was like, how the fuck you get poison to it? Like, understand if you were like a girlfriend with dog, because people assume you were there because of dog. But you don't even have a reason now to be there. This idiot is a fucking ass, students. There was just one big problem. Although she called him to hide evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. So yeah, that's my problem. To him, the tiny little bottle was cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. Okay, yeah, well. I will stab him, it'll be easier. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can be. So... Fanny, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I told you time and time again to keep your trap sharp about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Houghton, it appears that we are nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Mr. Houghton. Well, see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems you're sniveling little crybaby or a client that has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, Hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that down look on your face? Miss Houghton? What happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat voluntary witness like she's a mass murder. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we are not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. You can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay your ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'll be forced to take off your attorney badge forever, I'm afraid. No. You better think that over carefully, Miss Faye, or should I say Miss Gray? Gray? She was trying to be funny? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that will establish her guilt once and for all? Yes. If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney badge than let her get away with it. Your Honor, the defense will like to present a proof. Impossible. You can't possibly. Stupid woman. Woman, It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow you one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that the very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. Understand, Your Honor? I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that case, then the poison was probably in there. Ah, you got it? You got it, guys. Well, you know, it's quite obvious. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show to this good double plan again. Yep. It's in this small bottle. And I love it how she tried to present it. Here it is, Your Honor, the evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Call Killer X, Phoenix Wright below, cold medicine. Does your rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of a cold killer. X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you are really gasping at the straw. After all, it was the victim Dolly's wallet that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Why did Miss Houghton hide the evidence? Oh, what you are talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murder, Lady Houghton, appeared. With her, she was carrying a poison bottle of cold killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, then she heard that she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized I cannot allow Doug's wallet to live. Choom. She used the severed electric cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim, and on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying a bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago. Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, though, Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fool, aren't you? This stupid monarch is nothing but a filthy, stinky liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. Huh. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Houghton, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright, ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinky liar, then there is no need to worry. So, come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Oh, why, yes. I'm going to spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. I wish you all the best. Whew, it's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. I don't believe the one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well, Stan, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There is no right, rookie. For example, I will trust the witness, Miss Houghton, with my very life. Houghton? So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't be possibly any poison here, right? Well, you see, yes. And here comes the back pedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how this is done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? And you're willing to bet your life? He lost his hair. Mr. Brain, about Miss Dahlia Houghton. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. Not surprising? I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Houghton seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. They know each other, but for a different reason. Very well, Miss Faye. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like the person Miss Faye has lost his spirit along with his hair. As the defendant has anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear Dolly. Achoo. Okay, very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds defendant Phoenix Wright. No, guilty. I'm sorry, I have to answer to that. This goes to that judge. Ah, well. Okay. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? About your hemorrhoids? Oh, that's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. Did it? What does it really mean, have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyer who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations! Thank you. You know, I was thinking, gone. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was the real her. I'm gonna say anything? What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never say something like those kind of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Oh boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake. Yeah, you're right, that's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more, try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek, what kind of company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were into our department. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I shall still be able to save him in time. In time? I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope he... whatever. It's been 5 years since was acquitted for all charges. I became a lawyer like a plan. I managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on a better place. For me, this trial brings a lot of painful memories. I mean, you had chewed a necklace. But it also brings up some very precious ones. The memories that I thought will never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. Even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your... No matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the episode Turnabout Memories. As you can see, we were 5 years previous, and we basically managed to finish it, and I'm sorry about all the interruption. I would like to apologize, and well, we're gonna see you very, very soon. Again, we're gonna finish this trilogy in a Godspeed. Godspeed. There's probably how many chapters there are? Oh wow, there's much more than that. It's probably around 20. No, maybe less. Anyway, yeah, take care of yourself, and good luck, bye.